Hi guys, and welcome back to the VPN Ranks YouTube channel. I'm Hassan, an editor at VPN Ranks, and your host for today. Today we're going to be discussing something that you didn't know about your iPhone. Did you know that there's a setting on your iPhone that sends all of your search data to the company? A little unsettling, right? Well, let's dive in and see what's really going on. So if you go into your iPhone settings and tap on search, you'll come across an option that allows you to send your search information back to Apple. At first glance, it seems pretty innocent. I mean, even Apple claims that none of this has got to do with any of your personal information. But still, in today's world, this raises the big question, can we really trust them? Apple markets itself as a privacy-first company, but in comparison to companies like Google or Samsung, it certainly does take some extra precautions to guarantee there is no such thing as third-party tracking. For example, they block apps from tracking your activity across apps without your consent. But does that mean Apple is completely private? Well, not exactly. Well, this is where things get a little tricky. Apple collects your data for things like Siri or search, even if you do not subscribe to the iCloud. In fact, some of this data is sent back to Apple for service improvements and analysis. Of course, all of this data is anonymous, but it still does raise concerns. After all, Apple isn't the only one doing this. Google and Samsung are doing this too. Now, if you're not comfortable with this, you can always disable the feature. Also, this feature is not on by default, but you need to go to your settings to make sure that it is actually toggled off. Plus, Apple recently added new features in their usual privacy section, which is why you should have a look at all of these new updates. So we're back to square one. Is Apple really more private than Google or Samsung? Well, in some ways, yes, and especially when it comes to limiting third-party tracking. But when it comes to internal data collection, all of these companies are doing it in one form or the other. But what it comes down to is how they protect your data and how they use it. Ultimately, it's up to you to decide how much privacy you're going to sacrifice for convenience. Yes, Apple gives you tools to manage your privacy settings, but like all big companies, they too will collect your data. The key is being aware of what's going on behind the scenes and how much you can control your own data on your device. And with that, I'd like to hear from you now. Do you really think Apple is more private than other tech companies out there? Or is this just a marketing gimmick? Let me know in the comments below. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for endless updates on privacy, online security, cybersecurity, and VPNs. With that said, I'll see you next time. Bye.